7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from The Ground Up Productions, turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Hey.
What's good, people? What's good?
What's poppin'? It's funny because I don't really hear myself like that. What's good, y'all? You tune into From the Ground Up. We got a lot of stuff going on today. We got a super dope, talented artist that we're going to be bringing up. But first, we just want to give a shout out to everybody. Say happy Labor Day weekend. We hope that you guys are enjoying yourself. We hope that you are being safe. Okay. It's a lot going on right now in this day and time. So again, we just hope that everybody's out there. We hope that y'all being safe. Shout out to the kids that's going back to school. I don't know. I know some already went back, but our kids is going back starting tomorrow. So it's a lot of crazy things going on right now. But we want to remind you guys to make sure that y'all stay safe. Make sure that, if you do send your kids back to school, make sure you thoroughly pay attention to everything that's going on, because we don't know what the hell could be happening next. They talk about this second wave and all this other stuff. So we really got to be focused. Yeah, so like I said, you know what I mean? We have a super dope, talented pioneer that we're going to be interviewing today, and that's Mikey D. So we are going to bring Mikey D on. Let's get it.
Hey.
What's up, Mikey D? What's going on?
What's good?
What's good, Mikey D?
Yo, so how you doing today?
I'm maintaining my composure, I'm just chilling, absorbing this Labor Day, a day off of work,
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I be feeling like I want to go back to work sometimes, and then sometimes I be feeling like I don't want to do shit. Okay.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. So that's what's up. So listen, we know, the days be busy. We know this is a holiday weekend, so we want to get right into it.
Let's
We
do
want
it.
you to introduce yourself, tell the people who you are and what you do and where you from.
All right, I'm Michael Deering, aka Mikey D, aka Mikey Destruction. I spit bars, some might say rap, some might say MC. I do it all.
Okay.
I'm originally from Laurelton, Queens, New York, now residing upstate.
All right.
Wappingers Falls.
yo, Queens and Whopper, just stand up. You already know what it is.
That's right. But, people might remember me as being the lead rapper from Main Source after Large Professor departed. I also won the 1988 New Music Seminar.
Nice.
A
Okay.
lot of different things, So, and I'm still here, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
on 1 second.
Now I hear you. Now it went back out. I heard you briefly.
Even hear him.
Now I hear you.
Now you hear us. Okay, so
I hear you loud and clear.
oh, you do.
Yeah, that's what it was. The thing,
Okay.
Yes,
up.
I hear you.
Oh, is it coming out of here?
Yep.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. I don't know what the hell is happening, but it's okay. Okay.
It's all good.
I call it conspiracy theories. Y'all already know.
That's right.
So yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, we really talk about the history of Mikey D, and then we want to get into the present, what you got going on and what you got coming up. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So let's first talk about you and when you started. You started off as a battle rapper.
Well, I started off as a regular rapper, you know, after listening to Grandmaster Caz and Clientele Brothers and stuff like that. I started out just rapping, and then it became competitive, you know.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Big shout out to Gene on the check-in, to Lynn, to Calvin, to DJ Cisco. What's up? Yes, all right. So let's talk about the group. You was running with a group back in the day, right? It was with Main Source, was it?
Oh, I was with Main
Okay,
Source.
talk to us about. Can you hear us?
Now I hear you.
Playing.
It's going in and out. I hear you now.
Okay, so you said you was with Main Source?
Yeah, I was with Main Source because Large Professor had left the group to pursue a solo career. You know, they needed another rapper to fulfill the label, you know, agreement. So I filled those shoes, you know, and got down with them for a minute.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, did y'all put out any joints, any singles, any albums when you was with Main Source?
Actually, we put out an album that was shelved by the label. It was called F What You Think. But prior to it being shelved, we had a successful single called What You Need. That got us to Soul Train. It got us on, you know, BET. We hosted that. Also, Madonna sampled our song on her Bedtime Stories album on a cut called Human Nature. So that was a pretty successful joint, you know.
Okay.
But yeah. We did some things. Actually, on the F What You Think album, that was also the first time Jadakiss and Sheik Luch recorded. You know what I'm saying? On a record.
Oh,
Yeah, they were on our record when they were the Warlocks. We had a song called Set It Off, you know?
Yes, yes. Okay, that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. See, and that's why I think it's important to for people to understand who you are in this industry, what you bring to the table, that you've been doing this for a minute and you're a pioneer in this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, for those who don't know, need to understand. And that's why we want to go back to the history of this, right? You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Yeah. So these young cats know what they listening to. You know, when they out here doing their shit, where they learned it from.
Oh, that's without a doubt. That's without a doubt, man.
That's a fact. Yes. So now also, let's talk about some of the other artists that you either ran with or like LL Cool J. That's somebody that you used to also kind of kick it with or do music with back in the day.
Yeah. LL. Yeah. We met through mutual friends because, you know, I was like a battle rapper in Springfield High School. Jay was a battle rapper in Jackson High School. So the schools were like rivals. And then we had two mutual friends that, you know, one was talking about Jay, one was talking about me. They introduced us. So originally we were going to battle, but prior to us battling, we compared notes and we just started kicking it together. It was like, you know, I was impressed because he kind of reminded me of myself with the same growl and the same wordplay. The cadence was similar, you know, so actually, he was called Jay Ski when we met, and then he changed his name to Cool J when we started rapping together. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, peace to LL.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Big shout out to L Cool J. That's what I'm talking about. So, like I said, you're somebody who's been doing this and been in the game for a minute, and worked with several different people and stuff. So let's talk about, before we get into your single and your podcast, let's talk about some of the things you've been doing as far as ciphers. You've been involved in some ciphers in the 845.
Oh yeah, well, my man John L. That's what I call him. People call him John Eldred from yeah,
I know,
I
because
call
that's
him
his
John
government
L.
name. I don't know.
I'm the nicknamer. But so yeah, we linked up at work because we both was working at Pepsi of the Hudson Valley, and that's where we actually met. And you know, we shared similar interests and stuff like that. And he was letting me know that he was involved with these ciphers, and me being like, I freshly moved up this way from Queens. I didn't know nobody. I didn't know where the local talent was. I just felt, like I was an outcast, like I was by myself. So John started plugging me into the ciphers and these younger cats, from up here, and that's how that all started, man. But yeah.
Okay, so how
John.
many ciphers have you done so far?
Well, I only participated in one, but I supported like three of them. I only participated lyrically with one of them, but like I said, I supported like three of them. Even that one you was in with the all females.
Yes.
No doubt.
Big shout out to all the females that was in that 845 cipher too. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty dope. That was my first. I'm not really like the battle type of rapper, but it still was fun and something for me to do, because I consider I don't know. I consider myself more like a Missy Elliott.
Yeah,
I like different stuff. You know what I mean?
You said you're not like the battle rapper, huh? That's not what I heard on They Don't Really Want It With Us. They don't really want it with me. Yeah.
Well, shoot. I'm going to have Mikey D is going on here. I better represent a little something. No, you know what? Back in the day, I was more about that. But I guess, as time went on, I was like, I'm going to leave that up to the real battle rappers. I'm going to leave that with the low. But it's still fun, though. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yes. So, okay, let's get into your single that you got out right now, called Talkin That Shhhh.
Talkin That Shhhh is actually, you're actually the first one that's about to play this joint, because it premieres on Friday. That's probably why we having these conspiracy theory issues, because we dropping that bomb on 9/11. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
so you premiering the exclusive. Nobody heard this one, and
all right.
Yeah, so
that's what I'm talking about. From the ground up, got exclusive. That's right, Mikey D. Talkin That Shhhh. That's right. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
And Talkin That Shhhh is like, what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring back that analog sound, that feel that we all fell in love with, not the digital sound. I didn't want it too clean. I wanted it a little gritty, but at the same time, I wanted to spit some up-to-date bars, but stay in my lane. So it's like one of those boom bap songs for 2020. I don't think too many people will be disappointed, man. I actually think they'll enjoy it.
Listen, I heard it. I was there at the video shoot. The shit was super dope. I had a great time. And listen, you always deliver. So there's no doubt about that. I think, and that we're going to get into that too. But I love what you're doing in this industry and how you're bridging the gap. But I'm going to let you tell that story. But you know what I mean? But listen, just stay true to what you're doing. I think that you have a lot to bring to now, and you're bringing from the past to the present. You know what I mean? In hip hop. And I think that's so important, because we are so divided, not just in hip hop, but as a people in general, right? So I don't want to get too political right now, but I'm just saying, like, I think what you're doing is solving a problem, and that's what we need in hip hop. So salute to you for that. Definitely. So check this out. So why don't you introduce your single that's coming out, and make sure you say premiering from the ground up, exclusively, baby.
Yeah, no doubt. So shout out to Lady Miz and Ray, from the ground up. for premiering this banger right here called Talkin That Shhhh. Here we go.
Yes, let's get into it.
Hit me. Game's over with. I'm at your door like a Jehovah Witness. So focused and still on that sober. They asking me why I didn't go and get it. It wasn't my time. Now please get over it. Yeah, I've been repping since adolescent. Testing me 101 is like making a bad investment. Facts, and I'm keeping that mad aggression. You can sit me down and smack and I'll teach them about a lesson. Yeah, you will never be in my pedigree. You better be the blood of a king, not a celebrity. Cause I'm a man of integrity. I'll give everything that I'm owed, inevitably. Come on. I bring the heat to the streets and you press repeat when I speak through the beats. I leave them with no time to cheat. That's right. And I ain't writing rhyme in weeks. Come on. The facts is, I'm ill with no practice. I kill them with tactics. For whatever no access. Rapping on my back like I'm the number one when I'm talking that. Yeah, if you a fan, then man, you understand my story of how I came from the sand to be a man of glory. My whole hood is standing for me. You ain't gotta ask me if I'm good. It's mandatory. Yeah, the main topic when I drop it, I'm a giant. My name holds weight. Yours is microscopic. I'm old school and still got it. My product ain't the in the streets. Yeah, now let's speak longevity. You weak, every day I get stronger than you'll ever be. OG don't mean that I'm elderly. Out of touch with the culture, I could never be. Yeah, so don't compare me cause I'm legendary. Your top 5 that are alive is secondary. I could prove it if it's necessary. You wanna do it? Hit my secretary. The facts is, I'm ill with no practice. I kill them with tactics. For whatever the access. Rapping on my back like I'm the number one when I'm talking that. I used to hear the wrong people in my ear. Had me feeling kind of weird. Wasn't equal to my peers. They used to doubt it when the people scream and shouted. And the funny thing about it, I could see through it for years. Yeah, so I did some real planning. Every time I came through, they was in the field scrambling. And now some are panhandling. And after 30 years, let's be clear, I'm still standing. And I keep coming with it. They stuck, acting like I'm the one who did it. Well, you are. And I'm not apologetic. Leave the microphone alone. Go get some college credits. Get it. Ain't gonna edit, cause I already said it. It is what it is, and if it be, then let it. I left and never shit it. Mikey D, the best who ever did. The facts is, I'm ill with no practice. I kill them with tactics. For whatever no access. Rapping on my back like I'm the number one when I'm talking that. I'm ill with no practice. I kill them with tactics. For whatever the access. Rapping on my back like I'm the number one when I'm talking that.
Hey. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all already know what it is.
Yeah, I love the song.
Yo,
Yeah,
that joint
yeah.
was fire. That was Mikey D talking that shh. Super dope
Yeah.
as always. You deliver, you know what I'm saying? I love that joint, and I can't wait till the video come out. When's that video coming out?
That video should be out on Friday. I got a chance to see, you know, the first rough version, and it's already going crazy. You know
That's
what I mean?
I'm talking about.
I got
Big shout out to Big Veg.
yeah,
Yes.
Big Veg for real. I definitely gotta shout out my man Key Figures from London. He's the one that produced the track and actually came up with the analog idea. And we definitely gotta shout out my man E Rex, who did the cuts on the 1s and 2s.
Okay.
You know, we gotta
Yes.
shout out my man Steve Cass, who did the artwork, incredible artwork. And we gotta shout out
Yes.
our man John L, you know, for engineering the session. And we also got to shout out my man and partner Calvin Smith, Calcutta,
Oh,
for
big shout
getting
out
on my
to
nerves
Calvin.
and
You
touching all
already
the pictures.
big shout out to Calvin. He was in there.
Yeah.
He came over the whole scene like, what's good, y'all?
Yeah.
I am the photographer. Get it right. This is a photo shoot too, okay?
Yeah. And
We
he's the
see you,
bodyguard. You
Calvin.
see him? Yeah.
You
Oh
see how I
man.
posted and somebody said video shoot for. I was like, it's a video shoot because that's what I know. But he was like, nah, it was a photo shoot too. I was like, let me correct my shit because
Yeah. Word.
that's what I'm talking about. Yo, what's good? Let me just shout out Jose and Chinks. Gloria, I see y'all on the check-in. Thank you for sharing. So yeah, I can't wait again to see that video. And big shout out to DJ. What's his name? DJ Nez.
Oh yeah, Nez and Doom the Wiz, DJ Nez.
Yes. Big shout out to them and everybody else who came through for your video shoot.
Oh,
That
that's
was
a
a
fact.
dope scene. Yes.
Yeah.
I had a great time. It was really nice.
That song, I love that. It's an up-to-date feel, but it still makes you feel like back in the day when you was out at the street jams listening to it. And
That's the feel that I wanted to bring forth. Like, we know what it felt like, but I wanted the younger cats to get that same feeling, you know.
Exactly.
And I think it worked. It actually worked, man, because a lot of the younger cats are gravitating toward the movement. And I, you know, I'm proud. I'm real proud.
Most definitely.
that's
And
what's up.
we need that, like, again, we need that in hip hop so much because hip hop was, you know, when you talk about the culture, it was also just fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it people together, you know,
Yeah.
like so it was beyond just, you know, more than just rap. It was bars, it was people coming together, people rhyming together. It was just so much. The whole culture changed the world. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely.
The whole culture changed the freaking world. Yo, big shout out to Rajan from Newark. That's my cousin. I see you on the check-in. Shout out to the whole Newark family. Okay. So let's talk about Pass the Torch.
Yeah.
All right. We want to get into that because I want people to know what you have coming up and what's going on and talk to us about the press that you've been getting in reference to this podcast. So give us a little history on that.
Well, what it is, you know, being under quarantine, like when this pandemic hit, you know, I had a lot of time to myself and to really reflect and think about the state of hip hop. And I noticed what was bothering me the most is the separation, you know, between the younger artists and classic artists. You know, I get so tired of people saying, you know, that's not hip hop, or this generation is corny and this, that, and the other. And then you got the younger cats saying, oh, those old guys are bitter and they just mad because we getting all of the paper. I got sick of the divide. And me thinking optimistically, I'm like, well, a young guy can learn, a young artist can learn from an older artist's mistake. And
Definitely.
an older artist can learn how to navigate through this technology age from a younger artist. So instead of separating each other, why don't we educate each other and get a better understanding of how one another feel without beefing and arguing about it? So that's when I thought about pass the torch. Pass the torch can mean pass it down to another generation, or it could simply mean to share this microphone, to pass this torch around and give everybody equal chance to speak uninterrupted, almost like a debate. You know what I mean? So I want to have it to whereas we have artists from both worlds on the platform at the same time. We can start out as an argument because we can learn from arguments. As long as we leave with understanding of each other, I think it'll work. So that's what Pass the Torch is all about. And you know, I presented the idea to a good friend of mine called Rob Schwartz of Mag Multimedia. And he not only liked the idea, he gave me an opportunity to build a distribution company so I can practice what I preach. Like if I find younger artists that are dope and are hungry, we can put them out and we can use my platform to get them out there. And the same thing with classic artists, because I don't feel like there's an old school and a new school. I just feel artists are artists and we're all looking for the same goal. And that's to be successful at the end of the day. So there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats. You know, a lot of people are mad at like WAP and songs like that. You got to also remember, at the end of the day, some artists are in this for strictly the business and the paper, and we can't be mad at that. Not everybody raps from the heart. Some of us rap from
That's
the
the
pocket,
fact.
and they treat it as a business. So I
Right.
can't be mad at a business
But
move.
I mean,
That's
but let me, but it honestly should. I mean, I know we love to do it and we want to do it from our heart, and that's good too, right?
right,
But
right.
I mean, if you're an artist, shouldn't you look at it as a business anyway? I mean, because you want to get paid for your craft, right?
Yeah, that's a definite fact. I mean, when I came up doing it, I didn't care if I got paid or not. I just wanted recognition of being the nastiest rapper in the hood, and that's all
Right.
I wanted. So I've exceeded that expectation by a long
Definitely.
way. But you know, nowadays, it's up to us to show these dudes and ladies the right way, or at least give them some positive input instead of always, going against them because of the generation gap. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
absolutely, if they want to put their music out there on a platform that's going to make money off of them, they should absolutely learn about the business and know the business. It's all right to do it from your heart once in a while, but if somebody's going to make money off you, make money off yourself first. Pimp yourself first. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm talking
And then
about.
if I can help
Yes.
you in any way, then so be it. Because my mistakes were my best teachers in this industry.
There you go. There
You
you
know,
go.
Not for nothing, I like the idea of this whole thing of working, because this genre of music is the only genre of music where they get rid of or they push out the people who came before them. Every generation gets rid of the people before them. And hip hop is the only genre of music that does that. You see Madonna still doing her shit all over the world. These rock artists, 80 years old, still selling out shows because they still their generation still recognizes the guys before them.
So yeah, the mindset has to change with thinking that, oh, they, it's over, or they old school. Nah, it don't matter. Like, you gotta respect the ones who paid the way in this industry, and you also gotta respect their talent, and you have to be accepting to that. Just like our generation has to accept the new.
Yep, it goes both ways.
right. But at the same time, we
Mhm.
as older artists have to respect the newer artists too. And see, the reason Pass the Torch works for me is because I came from both of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I
Okay.
remember when I was a new school artist and the older guys looked down on me, and I had to fight my way through all of that. And then I remember getting older and the younger guys looking at me like, well, you old and washed up. It has to be a mutual respect. That's why
Yes.
I think about
Yep.
the two B's. It has to be balanced, and what was the other B? Oh, it has
Ballin'.
to
No,
be.
what he playing?
Look, this is my age. No, the two B's are balance and borders. You know what I mean?
Okay, balance,
Boundaries.
borders.
You have to
Got you.
you have to set boundaries. There's a line that you just don't cross. You feel me? So
Right.
there has to be a mutual respect. That's all it
Yes.
is. It's not hard to do.
I
It's not
agree.
hard at all.
I
And
100%
you, and
agree.
you know what's so crazy? A lot of people say it's mumble rap because they don't understand it. But guess what? They sell in millions. That means their audience understands exactly what they're saying. Maybe
Facts.
our ears are too old to understand. Maybe it's
That
not
is
meant
a
for us
fact.
to understand because hip hop evolved. Hip hop is no longer about the nicest rapper and all of that.
It's
It's more of
not.
a feeling. It's more of a vibe now. So
Yes.
how can we knock them? We can't knock them.
You can't. You know what's so funny, Mikey? There's two things I want to say. And I'm gonna try not to forget. So, like my mom, my mom was when I'm listening to hip hop, she would say, "What are they saying? I can't understand what they're talking about. They talking too fast, right?" So I feel like now that it's the same thing with us, or I'm saying us because I'm speaking our generation when it comes
Yeah.
to like the younger kids, where it's like, okay, they mumbling now. And my daughter, when I was writing, because I had to open my mind up too, because in my mind, I was just strictly, if it ain't boom bap in hip hop, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
how I
yeah.
was thinking. I was doing that level of thinking, but I really had to open my mind and say, well, let me listen to these kids and really feel they vibe. And I'm like, yo, this shit is dope. Like, I'm vibing to it. I'm writing
Yeah.
a rhyme one time, and my daughter my daughter tells me, Mom, you got too many words, right? You got too many words. And I'm like, what you talking about? She was like, it's not about all lyrics now. It's about melodies and stuff. She was like that. So I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to write a melody? You know what I'm saying? That was my mindset because I just know about writing rhymes. So how do you feel about that?
You know what? Me personally, I leave the melodies and today's type of hip hop to the youth. I stay in my own lane.
Yes.
And I do what I want to hear in my car. You see what I'm saying? I'm not knocking nobody's hustle. I know the type of stuff I want to hear. So if they're not going to make it, I'm going to make it, and I'm going to play my own playlist.
There you go.
I'm not going to be my age trying to emulate what the kids are doing. Leave that for the kids. Let them do that. We're supposed to be showing them direction and not following their lead. You feel me? So that's what Pass the Torch is all about. Letting them be them and us be us. There's enough to go around for everybody.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you said that, because even with me, I like sometimes if I'm doing a song and it's like somebody was like, you gotta sound like this, you gotta do, and I'm like, well, that's not my style. If that's what somebody else do, let them do that. You know, and my job is not to fit in with kids. You understand? Let the kids be the kids. I'm an adult. Yo, I got you. I got you.
It's still people like me who will listen to y'all's music, like, you know.
Right, of course.
You know, exactly. You know how I feel? I feel like this. For each one of the artists that come out with music for the younger generation, those artists have parents that want to hear the music from our generation.
You already know.
That's who we, you know, that's who we have to.
That's how we give it up.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. Oh man. I got a question for you. So I want to know, in your own words, what do you think changed hip hop from then to now? What changed?
Technology. It became so simplified, and you know, anybody can do it now. It's like, look at my studio. I remember we had to was paying $75 an hour to go to the studio. Everything was big machines and mix boards and all of that. Now it's just, you get yourself a computer, you get yourself a program, you get yourself a nice mic, and you can do your thing. And there's really no more labels. Everybody is independent, man. Everything is digital now. So technology definitely changed the cost of the whole music scene. Everything.
Technology. I like that answer. Let me give a couple of shout outs. Big shout out to Veg. I see you in the check-in. Big shout out to Demo Wet. What's poppin', Demo Wet? When we gonna get that interview? If y'all don't know, Demo Wet did Hate Me Now. He did some stuff with Jay-Z. He did some stuff with Nas, Alicia Keys. He's a producer, so we trying to get you up here, D. What's going on? And big shout out to my cousin Chardell. I know you over there in LA. Make sure you stay safe out there, homegirl. Okay? So listen, I like that answer that you gave, because I was interviewing when I was on Time to Grind. I was interviewing Daddy-O, right? Me and Dre. We interviewed Daddy-O. So he answered. It's funny because his answer is very similar to yours. Because when I asked him, and I'm gonna be honest, when he first said it, like I get it now based off of your statement of technology. I understand it now, but when he first gave his answer, I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, I ain't know what Daddy-O was talking about. I ain't gonna lie. Big shout out to Daddy-O. But Daddy-O, I ain't know what the hell you was talking about. Yo, he said, we said, so what changed the hip hop? His answer was technology. He said Walkmans. So I was like, but I tried to keep it cool, right? But in my mind, I was like, yo, what is this dude talking about? But this is what he said. He said, Walkmans changed because back in the day, all of us, from us to the younger kids to the adults, we all knew the artist, we listen to the artists. But once we got Walkmans and we can kind of like hide what we listening to, the language changed. It wasn't no more respect. Like he gave a example of like if you on the block, you know, hanging with your friends and somebody's mom is getting off the bus and y'all playing music, they go help her with the bags and then she say, oh, who's that? That's Heavy D. You know what I mean? So she knows, she hear the name, right? So it's like the connection. And I'm gonna tell you, you're past the torch, that bridging the gap. That's what's going to bring it back. I'm telling you right now, that pass the torch is what's going to bridge that gap. It's going to allow everybody who's separated, people that's over here and over there, it's bringing everything back together, back to the culture and the community of things.
Exactly.
So yes.
And to, you know, to build on to what changed the course of this music thing, when I say technology, I also mean like social media. See, social media platforms made it to whereas the artists are accessible now. You know, the artists that you once used to just hear and you used to have to look on the back of the record and see if they had a phone number to the record company and try to, or you had to pay to see your favorite artist, they are not now accessible through Facebook, through Instagram and stuff like that. You can get to know them personally. And this is why we have to use this platform, Pass the Torch, as that, you know, that bridge, you know, technology and all of that. I had to step it up. I had to evolve and shit because I'm like a fossil. You know me. You know, I still got a phone that you dial like this.
Oh shit! No. But you know what? Them shits be extinct though, right? And them shits cost a lot of money later on. No, for real. People would pay big money for stuff like that.
Yeah.
They do, but believe it or not, they do.
Not for nothing, Mikey D. You make sense with that. With you know, because I remember back in the day, if you liked a particular artist and you wanted to send fan mail, you actually had to write it out. You know,
that's right.
Nowadays, these kids can get right on Twitter and speak directly to whoever they want to speak to.
That's crazy. Yep. That's yep.
I do like I like the everything that has changed now, and it also gives us the, like you said, the opportunity for us to be able to connect. So don't get me wrong, I do miss the CDs, the pop the trunk, and the connection, because that's still great too, right? Because you got to really engage with the people and with the customers. But now a lot of people are more tangible now. You can reach them, you know, through social media and other ways where it was harder back then. You actually had to pull up, you know what I mean? Like, yo.
That's how Calcutta likes it. Calcutta likes to do what he calls guerrilla marketing. He still believes in hand to hand. Like, yo, if we had the CDs, Calcutta would have a trunk full of them. But you know, that's the guerrilla marketing. He's on that for real.
I love guerrilla marketing. That shit is dope. Okay, and that's what it's about. But you know what that also did too? If you handing out CDs, guess what you getting? You getting damn near 100% of your profit.
Yeah. Okay. But you know what? You could do that nowadays too, because you got Cash App and MP3s.
Fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why you gotta do that direct download.
On my Cash App, I'll shoot you a song right up through your text message.
Okay, so y'all hear that? Anybody that want Mikey D joint, he got a joint coming out Friday.
Hey, wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
He said, "Pop the brakes, slow down."
Wait a minute. Y'all can check that out on all digital outlets.
No, we definitely not leaving before we address that. But listen, if you don't want to split your money though.
That's right.
You understand? Okay.
That's the jewel that I'm gonna get in trouble for.
Well, look. I know from the ground up. Listen, we talk that shit.
Yeah. Looking at the digital platforms, the way they take from the artists, because nowadays with these digital platforms, you can't really tell if they're really giving you all your money, you know? And that's the issue with digital platforms that I don't like, because you could have 1 million streams and you might get $100 fucking with them, you know?
Well,
where you at.
That's true, depending on who you're working with. Like me, I'm working with Rob Schwartz, man. He's like one of the greatest business coaches that you'll ever get to meet. He set me up with a distribution company through Sony, the Orchid. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I have a dashboard where I can go on and see all of the analytics and the money that's the streams and everything. I get a list of everything, and I'm able to just watch it. So, you know, it
Okay.
depends on who you're working with, and if they're honest businessmen, then you'll be taken care of. But you got to be very careful. That's why, you know, it's not only about show business; it's about showing business. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Most definitely.
That,
Most
that's
definitely.
something these young kids got to learn because a lot of them, you know, you see them, they running around with all the stuff that they don't really own because they're not
Yeah,
making no real money, you know.
yeah.
Yes. So now I want to also talk to you real quick. I noticed that you be rocking this certain brand and you rock it
Oh,
in your videos and you support it.
yes.
So let's talk about the it in wait number one draft pick. I'm sorry, I had to get it right. Talk to me about that who and that product because I see you rep it and you rep it well. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, number one draft pick. Matter of fact, let me see if I got something here. Yeah, number
There we
one draft.
go. Okay. All right. Y'all see it. Number one draft pick. Give us the history on that right there.
Number one draft pick is a black owned company.
Okay.
It was started by my man Supreme out in Rosedale, Queens. You know, this is a brother
Mm-hmm.
that had First Choice Productions. He did music and all types of things, but he went into the fashion. You know, my man Al Mosley, my man Ray Lewis. You know, number one draft pick, and these guys is it's like it's the real thing. When you say black owned, I'm talking about this is the real thing. I've been supporting them
Nice.
and repping them since day one because I mean we all went to school together, and to see them prosper the way that they're prospering and me go in this other direction and then meeting back in the middle and we support each other is just a wonderful thing. And
Nice.
yeah, the gear is just you see it. The gear is
Yeah, yeah.
crazy.
It's dope. It's
So
dope.
yeah, people definitely got to check that out on what is it, www.n1dp.com. Number one draft pick. Salute to them
Yes.
for real, for real. They, you
Mo-
know, that's my people.
Most important, it's a black-owned business.
It's
Definitely.
black owned.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
what I love about every time I see you, Mikey D, what I love about you is that you always rocking that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you really show your support and stuff. Things that we ask for from each other, like you live it. You understand? You
right.
can see it. You can see it. You see it on your posts. You see it on your social medias. You see it what you rep. And I'm the same way too. Like I love to just rep other people's brand because we got to show. Like we're not gonna complain. Like yo, why you not sharing my stuff? Yo, support, show the names, and shout them out because that's extremely important for us to support each other. Period. So
That's right.
big shout
Yo,
out to you for that.
and even in the last video, he was ready to give me that sweatsuit, you know, just to you know exclusive. He
Uh
was ready
huh.
to give me that. I insisted that you know I buy it because I want to contribute to the cause as well. You
Exactly.
don't have to just keep giving me. And likewise, he does the same thing with me. Like if I got music, they like yo, we buy that because we support. So it's yo,
Yes.
it's all love, man. Number one
That's
draft
That's
pick
what's
for
important.
up.
real.
That's what's
That's
up.
important, and that's a big thing too. And it's not to make people feel bad, but you got to understand something. We talk about black businesses and building a black Wall Street. We can't do it if we're giving away everything for free, as if what we do don't have no value to it. So you do have to show people like, yo, I respect what you're doing. I want to see you make it. So
Yeah,
listen, I'm gonna pay for that. I don't need a handout. But if you giving out free promoting stuff, for marketing purposes or whatever, that's a different story. But if you got something that you normally sell, if I'm supporting you, I'm buying it. And that's just the way it is. I was like that with my brothers too. They had a liquor store. They was like, you could
yeah,
come get, nah, no, I'm purchasing it. I don't need you to get, I'm the same way. So I respect
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
100%. All right, so you got Pass the Torch, right? Which is the
yeah.
podcast. Now talk to me about when that is going to be airing. I know you got some episodes out right now. How can people watch and tune into that?
Well, actually, the few episodes that we have right now were just like more or less learning experiences for me to be able to sit on the other side of the microphone, you know, from becoming an artist to a host. Um,
Right.
So I kind of slowed down a little bit because the direction that was taken wasn't the direction that I envisioned or what I
Okay.
feel. It was more like I was just interviewing artists, and that's what everybody else is doing. That I need,
Right.
I need two artists per episode in a debate fashion. You know what I'm saying? And that's what
Yes.
I want to focus on. Um, so right now, what we're doing is I'm going to be writing down a lot of ideas, topics, and things like that. And
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to wait until this pandemic slows up just a little bit to where as we can film live, because with the like Zoom and all of that, there's still little glitches, and
Right.
like I'm a
Right.
perfectionist. I want it to be perfect. You know
You
what I
want it to
mean?
be
Even
right.
if
Yes.
we got to interview people 6 feet distance and mask, that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
we're gonna fall back for a minute, but for the time being, they can still check out Pass the Torch on. I think it's Pass the Torch 20 on YouTube. We have that,
Okay.
and we have a Pass the Torch page on Facebook as well. Instagram, Twitter is Pass the Torch 20.
So
So
everything is passed the torch on all major platforms,
yes, it is. Yep, Pass the Torch. That's
all
it.
social medias. Okay. All
Yeah,
right. And now you did get some press, right? Can you
yeah.
tell us where it was advertised at as far as the pass the torch?
Oh man, there was like five major ones in the last week. We had L.A. Wire.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what's the other one? L.A. Wire. Oh man,
American, the American
American.
Reporter.
Yep, that one. New York. Something. I'm gonna have to send you all of the links.
Look, okay,
But
so look, I was letting you do it, so I got a couple of names for you. You got L.A. Wire, you got the AmericanReporter.com, right?
yeah,
You got
yep, yep,
PortlandNews.com, and
yep,
then you got the U.S. News. Okay,
yeah,
so
yep.
yes, all right,
So
I got it. But
exactly. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a different approach, because
okay,
the one thing that I never did, as a solo artist and as an independent artist, was I really never invested in myself or in my own brand. I've
mm,
always done the barter system where I'll do this for you, you do that for me, and we call it even. You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
I was
okay,
like a penny pincher, but I have so much confidence in this new project and this new venture that we're about to go on. It wasn't even a gamble to me. It's a win-win situation. And I felt like instead of just doing the same old social media outlet, why don't we take it to the press? You know what I mean? Let's take it to the press. Like in the old days, we would have took it to magazines and newspaper. So
That one.
that's what the social media is all about. So
yes,
that's why I took it
yes,
in that direction, not to only get, hip hop fans to follow it, but the everyday reader will come across the article and it'll
yes,
capture some interest. You know what I mean? And
yes.
it's been working. It's been working. So far so good. That's one another reason why I'm glad that I moved upstate, because like I spend so much time to myself and I don't get caught up in the being pulled in several different directions at once. Now I have
Mm.
time to think for myself and really plan things through and move on it. It's,
Right.
it's,
So you
it's
you got structure and a tunnel vision. You're going to get things done.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Th- That's the way to go.
yeah.
Listen, big shout out to you. We wish you all the success. You deserve
Likewise.
it. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So listen, and you know you got our support 100%. Now, we before we get out of here, we just want to remind everybody about your single, right?
And well,
And
actually,
where they can get it. Huh?
it's a E it's an EP. There's
Oh,
there's
what? You
four
ain't tell us all
yeah,
that.
there's four joints. A matter of fact, when we get off of this, I'll send you the whole joint. But it's it's
Okay.
it's four joints. Three of them were produced by key figures in London, and one of them called "Moment They've Been Waiting For" was produced by my man Jay King from London. These are some heavy hitters
Oh,
out there. It'll be out September 11th. All
okay.
digital platforms, distributed by Pass the Torch Distribution.
Okay, all right.
Slash Cool Mag, multimedia. Yeah. I'm super excited. Not only am I the CEO, but I'm the first artist to come out on Pass the Torch distribution. It's a wonderful thing. So
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, so it's an EP. The name of the project is Talkin That Shhhh. And there's
Okay,
4 dope cuts on it, and it's authentic. It's that hip hop
got
that we,
you.
that boom bap that we've been, missing and looking
Yes.
for.
You already know. So listen, dear. I can't wait to hear it. I only heard the one song, so I
I'm
can't wait to
sending.
hear the rest of it. So
Nah,
no,
don't
no,
send it.
we're
Don't send
buying
it.
it.
We're buying it.
There you
No.
go again. There you go again.
Yeah, don't
Now
send
we
it.
look. This is Pass the Torch from the ground up. We all family. Y'all already
Yes.
know that. Me and my
We gonna
wife ready
buy
to
it
come over
anyway. You
there with
said it. We
y'all
still
and
gonna
do
buy
karaoke
it.
and all that.
Oh man. No, we appreciate you, yo. We definitely
Real
appreciate you
talk.
taking time to come on here and talk with us. So tell everyone how they can support you, how they can follow you, and where they can get your stuff.
Before you do that, I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you. When I first met you, the one thing I'm gonna say I respect the most is how humble you are, because you get a lot of people, especially the older hip hop, the pioneers, that don't really want to talk to people. When I met you, what was the Springfield Queens reunion?
Yeah.
Yep, big shout out to
Yeah,
Hardy Slice. He's on the check-in
yeah.
right now. We
All the
see
slice.
you.
I respect the fact that how humble you was. You know.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
salute.
Got a
One
good
thing,
spirit, good vibe.
always gotta be yourself. That's it. I
Yep.
don't try to act like what I'm not. I can only be me. You know.
That's what's up.
Right, right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So let's get into your your
Oh
social medias.
yeah.
Cause y'all forgot about my question. Let's
Now
get into your social medias and stuff and how people can support and follow you.
yeah. Well Michael Deering on Facebook, on all of the other social media. It's the real underscore Mikey D. Also, Pass the Torch. We have a band page on Facebook, Pass the Torch, and then it's Pass the Torch 20 on all of the other um, social media sites. As far as
Okay.
the the project coming out on Friday, it's going to be available everywhere, from Amazon to Spotify to PlayStation to
Oh,
Xbox.
nice,
You know,
nice. Okay.
yeah,
That's what's up.
it's distributed major. And like I said, we got put in position to be our own distribution company, so we're doing it. So Friday, you can tune into any digital platform that there is, and we're there. You know, and
Yes.
salute to you for playing it first as well.
Yes, that's right. From the ground up, we got the exclusive Mikey D EP.
Back,
Okay.
back.
Talking that and
Yeah,
it's super
that's
dope.
yeah. I'm about to say that song's super hot,
Yeah,
yo.
you got
Thank
the
you, thank you.
definitely got that vibe where you brought the old and the new together, and that shit sound fire like it should be. And we are not shocked because we already know that's what you do. So,
Salute.
so yeah. So again, we want to thank you for coming on. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we are doing it with the not the Zoom but the V Live. So it's all good though. We
It's all
cool with
good.
that.
It's all good.
I love it though. I ain't gonna lie, I love it. But yeah, thanks again for kicking it with
Anytime.
us. And is there anything that we didn't ask you that you want people to know?
Not well. There's one thing I gotta say before I get beat up for this. Yo,
Okay.
Eddie OJ, I love you, big bro, because I know he'll be coming after me. Shout out to Eddie OJ, Wilsonville, the Clientele Brothers, Mark the 40 Killer, my
Yes.
man D Money, Grandmaster Kaz, Kumo D, Mark Miller, and the whole family. Salute. You know what I mean? The whole Pass the Torch family, you already know. And salute to it
You
from the
already
ground
know.
up.
Hey, y'all already know what it is. That's what I'm
Shout out to
talking
everybody
about.
you introduced there. Shout
Yes,
out.
yes, definitely, yo. So listen, once again, we appreciate you. Appreciate your time. We will be in touch, and I can't wait till Friday.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Definitely, yo. All right, y'all. So take it easy.
All right, salute.
All right.
Salute.
Peace.
One love.
Okay. So guys, we thank y'all once again. We just got a couple of little promo that we're gonna do. A little advertising right there. You just, if you don't know, now you know. That was Mikey D, and he got his EP coming out, Talking That Shh, and it's dropping on Friday. You guys could go get that on all major platforms. It's going to be everywhere. Make sure you follow him. Mikey D is a pioneer in this game, hip hop, and he definitely got a lot to give, to still give.
Yeah.
He got his podcast coming out, Pass the Torch. Make sure you guys go follow that and support him on that. And yeah, so that's it. So before we get out of here, I did want to make it my business to first shout out some businesses, because we got to do that. We offer sponsoring from here on From the Ground Up. So if anybody is interested in sponsoring your business or your show or anything, you can hit us up and we can talk business on how you could go about that. But in the meantime, for the sponsors now, I want to shout out Wave Pro Academy. I would like to shout Wave Pro Academy out, and that is a business developing company. I also would like to shout out the Carter brand. Okay, wide range of services they offer: transportation, um, um, parties, you name it, books, ebooks, all of that. So big shout out to Deshauna, to the Carter brand. And I want to shout out DJ Cisco from DJC Radio Global. If y'all don't know, he is the owner, the CEO, and the DJ. He owns DJC Radio Global, and that is the new mainstream for independent artists. It's a radio station, a licensed radio station, where obviously I just said they support independent artists. And if you're an independent artist and you want to get your songs on there, you can hit up DJC Radio Global, and then further discuss how you want to move forward. He has a lot of different packages to offer. So again, if you are an independent artist and you want to get your songs played, make sure you hit up DJC Radio Global. That is the new mainstream for independent artists. Big shout out to myself. Yo, I got a show on there called Talk That Talk, and I'm on there every first 2 Thursdays of the month on DJC Radio. But he didn't move my water. I'm there Thursday. I'm on there every first 2 Thursdays of the month on DJC Radio Global. You can catch me there, like I said.
This Thursday. This
Yeah.
Thursday. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Coming
This
on
Thursday. That's
Yep.
right. You catch me
Tune
there this
in.
Thursday, 9:30 p.m. And DJC Radio Global, just to back it up, he's on Monday through Friday. He comes on 10:30 a.m. And then he also is on there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, where he has the hip hop and R&B show. And I believe Monday is indie rock, and Tuesday is, oh, maybe I think it's the Ryan show. So excuse me if I got it incorrect. I believe it's the Ryan show with one of the Lost Boys. One of the Lost Boys. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I can't think of his name right now. But one of the Lost Boys. Yeah, they're on there. And then I believe Friday is DJ Rampage.
Yep. Rampage.
And that from Flip Mode Squad. Yes. So that's is the shit. Thank you, DJ Cisco. Yes, and I want to also, before we get out of here, I got one more. We're not gonna do that right now. I got a commercial to play for a business, and this business is called Peace Mentoring LLC. But before we play that commercial, I want to keep spreading this information out. So we are going to put these pictures up there. We did a show on missing girls in the area, okay? And until something happened, we want to keep shedding the light on this. So we're going to put up this picture. If anybody know anything, have any information, please reach out to authorities or even the family if you know something. So we're going to start with Sky first, who is a young lady from Middletown, New York, that is missing. As far as I know, she has not been found yet. Okay, she's been missing since August 27th, 2020 this year. She went missing on that Thursday at 3 o'clock. And she is a female, 5'7", 170 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. She has a birthmark on her forehead. If you guys heard or seen or have any information, please make sure that you contact the police department or the Wallkill Town Police Department for any information. And we still, we wishing the family the best and hope that she's found. Also, next, we do not want to forget, okay? We're gonna move on to the next. We don't want to forget Shanice Harris. Shanice Harris have actually been missing since May 29th of 2017. Um, any information, you can contact your local police department, or I believe the Rock Hill Police Department. Um, yeah, this is you could call Sullivan County Sheriff's Office if you have any information in regards to Shanice. Anybody out there who, if you have anything going on or something like this and you want us to share it, you could reach out to us and we will continue to be a part of, like they say, it take a village, and do the best that we can to shed light on it as well. All right, so that's that. And last but not least, I want you guys to know that there is a new company called Peace Mentoring LLC. They offer community classes, peer to peer mentoring, coaching, credit repair, and so much more. Here is a small snippet of that commercial.
Are you looking to learn exciting new skills? Attend independent life classes, learn creative arts, and so much more? Are you part of the self-direction community or just someone who wants to learn and do new and fun things? Well, your search ends here. Peace Mentoring LLC offers a wide range of services for all individuals. We believe in changing lives through teachable approaches and foster active learning. We understand how important it is for you to reach your full potential in life. Contact us now to get started with your self-direction services at 888-213-5123. Or visit our website at www.peacementoringllc.com. Peace Mentoring, where we come together to empower you and prepare for life learning.
Yes, y'all. So that was Peace Mentoring. No matter where you are, even if it's open to the public, they have community classes, courses, mentoring, coaching, you name it. It's a wide range of services. Make sure y'all go over to that website and check it out. It is worldwide. So, yeah, if you know anyone that's receiving services, self-direction, and if you know what self-direction is, then you'll get why I'm saying self-direction. Payment for self-direction is accepted for that company. So there's so much going on. There's so many things that we have to offer to the people. And that is pretty much it. Let me make sure I covered everything. The big shout outs. Yes. Oh, I do have one last thing to say. And it's not going to be in detail, but there is some business opportunities that I have available for some people within the next week or two that I'm going to be announcing. This is really going to be a big, big thing. So if anybody is interested in making some money, because listen, at the end of the day, it's a lot going on and you have to have multiple streams of income. So if you are interested in making some extra cash on the side and want to have fun and party while you're doing it, make sure you hit your girl Lady Miss up, because I got something in the works, baby. A way for you to make money and be your own boss. And this ain't one of them pyramid type of things.
Yeah.
This is legit. Because you see that all over the lot, like all over social media. I don't even want to look at it. I be like, whatever, I'm not even peeping it. But yes, definitely got some real deal. But when you talk to me, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And hopefully this can be beneficial to some people who just want to make some extra money. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. And that's it. Big shout out to DJ Cisco and everybody else that tuned in. Big shout out to Mikey D again. I can't wait to hear
Shout
his
out to
EP.
Mikey D.
Yes. And big shout out to Grind City TV Network. You can actually catch our shows on her platform on the Roku station every Thursday, 11 a.m. So make sure y'all check us out. If you missed us here, we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, but we are also, you can catch us also on the Roku. If you have a Roku, you could catch us on your TV. That's right, baby. On Grind City TV Network. Big shout out to KB. I just read her book. Her book is so dope. Y'all need to go check it out. It's called The Building Process. Super, super dope. So that is it for today, guys. We about to get up out of here and go finish celebrating this Labor Day weekend.
All right. Yeah. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.